The medieval period, roughly from the 5th to the 15th century, was a time of knights, castles, and kings, but also a time when entertainment looked very different from what we know today. Without TV, social media, or even proper books for most people, medieval folks found amusement in some strange, and often shocking, ways. Let's take a trip back in time and see what they did for fun. 1. Watching public executions. Believe it or not, one of the most popular forms of entertainment was public execution. People gathered in large crowds to watch criminals being punished, hanged, beheaded, or burned. For many, it was like a festival. Families brought food, vendors sold snacks, and people even cheered. Today, it sounds horrifying, but in those times, it was considered both justice and fun. 2. Animal fights and bear baiting. Medieval people loved animal cruelty as sport. Bear baiting was especially popular. A bear would be chained in a pit, and dogs were set on it to fight until one died. Bulls, cocks, and even rats were used for such fights. Kings and nobles often arranged these fights to impress their guests. It was bloody and brutal, but people couldn't get enough of it. 3. Jesters in fool festivals. The medieval court had jesters. Colorful, funny entertainers who made jokes, sang songs, and even insulted the king. Yes, that was allowed. But outside the palace, people celebrated something even weirder. The Feast of Fools. On this day, lower-ranking churchmen pretended to be bishops or popes, danced in churches, and mocked serious rituals. It was chaos, but everyone laughed. 4. Tournaments and mock battles. Knights were like the movie stars of the medieval world. Their tournaments attracted huge audiences, but these weren't just sports, they were dangerous. Knights charged at each other with real lances, often getting injured or even killed. The crowd loved it, just like modern fans love boxing. Or wrestling. Sometimes people held mock battles in towns where commoners fought for fun, basically medieval street wrestling. 5. Watching people get ducked. Another fun event was ducking the scold. Women accused of gossiping or witchcraft were tied to a chair and dunked repeatedly into cold water. Crowds cheered while the woman screamed. For the audience, it was entertainment. For the victim, it was torture. Strange how laughter and cruelty mixed in those times. 6. Dancing plagues and festivals. Medieval Europe saw bizarre events like the